Hey guys, welcome back to another pre-market outlook. This is going to be for the Forex, where we take two random charts and we will actually make sense of all these candlesticks that's on them. We're going to be looking for areas that are going to be important for us for the week ahead, especially if you're someone that trades patterns. You're going to want to be looking at these areas, be looking for reversals or trend continuation, depending on if we're in channels or ranges. Okay, so what we want to do is organize these two charts quickly, and we'll get to that right after this. Feel free to hit that like button, and of course, love it if you subscribe to the channel. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so this is the QE daily chart. Now we're probably not going to trade it on the daily, but more of a 4-hour. I'm going out here because the support's going to look a little bit more obvious, but we're going to be looking for that coming around 62 to 64. Because we're at 65.44, we're not too far off, about 150 pips. And considering this is a weekly outlook, it's probably not going to be something that's going to happen, let's just say on Monday, although it could, but maybe perhaps later on in the week. So we're going to just watch this as we get closer and closer. And then, of course, resistance, we're not counting on this being hit during the week, but for whatever reason, if we decide to climb up about 10 cents, and we can definitely pay attention to resistance, but this is going to help us organize where we're also looking for support and how far down into support we're going to be looking at it going. Now, our attractor is going to be around 6,800. If you're a regular, you probably know what that means, but we're going to be looking at staying away from 68 and taking trades around 68. So if we get back to that level, we want to basically ignore it. Okay, so what we want to do is focus on patterns that might be happening down around that 64 to 62 level. We're not going to cover those in this video. If you are interested in that, that's what our membership is there for. By all means, feel free to join us, and we'll get into that during our webinars that we do every morning, Monday through Thursday. So going on with this, just set an alert around 6,400. And that's going to be good until about 6,200. And if we get any patterns on the 4-hour, I'm just going to drop down here, then that's what you're going to be wanting to focus on in that area here as we kind of come in. So there are some daily patterns that we went over last week in our webinars, but if you're looking for a bounce, you're going to be focusing on 62 to 64. Now the other chart I wanted to look at, this is going to be our guppy. Okay, so what we're going to be looking for here is actually, and maybe you'll see it if I squeeze in a few more candlesticks, this is going to be the top of our channel. This is going to be the bottom. I'm going to say this is a bit of an outlier here, but definitely looks like an area of support. Resistance definitely looks a lot better. So as we kind of come up here, we started seeing a bit of a pullback already, but you know, if you go down to like a 15-minute, we might be able to get some retests up there. So it's definitely an area of interest to see if that channel continues. Now, why this is so important is because if we look at, just going to back out to a daily, if you look at support being all the way down here and resistance kind of taking shape around that level where we've kind of been here a few times, then between let's just say where this channel would break and about 154 is basically no man's land. We don't want to be taking any trades in that area. So you're looking for a clear break of that channel. If that happens, then the next time we're going to be looking at this is probably closer to about 154. So between let's just say 147, 154, you're not going to want to touch this on a longer term hold, right? So intraday, that's totally different. If you're looking at swing trading it, you're probably not going to want to be touching it for a while. So that's why this level is so important on what's going to happen with this channel. So something you keep an eye for the week ahead on the pound yen. Again, if you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, feel free to write it in the comments below. Otherwise, if there's any pairs you want to look at for next week, you can toss those in too. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe and like the video. Always appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next week.